Bushtown, Coleraine. Very pleased that we have Derek Ryan with us this evening. Derek's got a brand new album coming out this Friday. Derek, tell us a little bit about the album and how it came about.
Well, I suppose we generally do try and do a studio album every year. So this year we started back working January time in the studio. And there's 6 original tracks on the album, and one is our recent single Bendigo. And then there's a few more little surprises there as well. So it's kind of, I suppose, it's definitely I think it's my most progressive album, you know, and probably as funny as this sounds from a country artist, it's my most country album, you know. A lot of big guitar solos and country, proper country songs, as I would call them, you know. So a good mixture, you know, of originals and my take on original or on covers as well. So yeah, it's a bit, as I say, it's slightly different now than what I've done before, but hopefully people will like it. Fingers crossed.
I'm sure they'll absolutely love it. And tell me, what is your favourite track from your new album, if you can say it?
If I can say it, you know, it's funny. Your favourite song is always a song that you didn't expect to turn out, you know, as good as it did, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
And there's one that's, which people probably have heard before because I performed it on TV a while back, but The Wrong Side of Sober, which is an original song of mine. It's a duet, and we got Rolly Daniels,
Very good.
the legend, to sing with me.
Wow.
So it kind of suited well because the song itself is an old guy talking to a young guy, but they're both friends, and so we got Rolly down to the studio, and he was brilliant crack. A great vocalist, like, that doesn't need to be said, but he was unbelievable. So it came back, and it's just, I skip onto it all the time. I don't know why, because I wrote the song, and I remember sitting on the kitchen table writing it, and the first line is like, "Hey buddy," you know, but he just does it in his real deep, like, "Hey buddy," and it just sets the tone, and it's great.
And it just sinks in there with you. You just really enjoy that. That's fantastic. So it's great to see you here back in the Bushtown in Coleraine. Do you intend to keep performing in the dance halls in the future? I do, yeah. I know people would say, like, you know, we're doing a lot of concerts and whatever, but I love dances, so I think I'm happy enough. We started out, I've been doing, actually, I played at my first dance, I think I was about 14, so wow.
It's a good while ago. So not now probably country dance, more so social dancing, which we have down our way, but so I've been watching people dance on the dance floor for a while. So I think, as much as I love the concerts and the big festivals and all, I do like a good dance as well.
Because I see you're doing a theatre tour. Is it next year, is it?
Yeah. Well, there's a few this year. A few this year. We have Strabane coming up, and a few more, but probably about 5 or 6 before Christmas, and then it really kicks into it January, February, March, and then we're heading to England and Scotland as well for like 3 or 4 weeks. So yeah, no, concerts are a big part of what we do. And
if you had to pick a venue that you've always wanted to play in, have you played in it yet, or what is it?
You know what? People ask me that as well, and I don't, because when I was in a boy band and distant life, whatever. I played in a lot of big venues. Like I played Wembley Arena, and I played Pint Depot. I played all the arenas in Ireland, and a lot of the big kind of, I suppose, festival places as well. You know, so I don't really have. It's just certain gigs stand out. Our recent gig in Derry, you know, the country comes to the city gig, that was pretty special. Probably the best gig, like, you know, I've done, because it was like 5,000 people just going crazy, and it was.
And that's what it's about. The buzz must be amazing when you're up there in front of all those people just cheering on you.
Yeah, it is, but it can get different buzzes different nights, you know. Like, I mean, we did an acoustic tour then as well during the summer, just for fun, really. 3 of us, you know, and we did Culdaff, and we did all these different places, little venues, you know, and it was the best crack, like, you know. So it depends on, you know, the songs, and you kind of get to do songs with the acoustic tour that wouldn't work at a dance or wouldn't work at a festival, you know.
Yeah.
The ones that you've wrote, but you just know they'd be more suited to an intimate venue, you know.
Fantastic. Okay, a couple of fun questions for you, Derek.
No problem.
What was the most awkward question you've ever been asked, or the funniest thing that's ever happened to you during a gig?
The most awkward question. I can't think of the most awkward question. I suppose if it's something maybe that you can't really answer, you know, like people might say, like, what celebrity phone numbers do you have, or, you know, that type of thing, or, you know, kind of get you thinking, okay. You know. Not really awkward. I'm trying to think of awkward questions now. Sometimes you might get asked your age, you know, and I'm, you know, I suppose I'm a little. People tell me anyway I'm a little bit younger than what I am. If you know what I mean, I look a bit younger than what I am. So I sometimes try and avoid that question a little bit. I might go like, you know, so I'm just a baby or I'm just a chap or
nothing too awkward then, so it's not too bad. So see this
funniest thing, yeah. Can't think of anything funny on stage.
What do you do to relax on your day off? On the few days that you do get?
I tend to we recently moved into maybe a year ago in a new house, but we're doing the garden and all that kind of thing. So there's lots of stuff going on at home, and put my time into that, and then go for jogs, walks, just regular stuff. Really.
Regular stuff, just taking yourself away from the madness and just being a regular guy for a few days.
Well, it's just I just generally try and keep quiet. I never go anywhere noisy or anything because we're surrounded by noise at the venues
all the time.
So you probably wouldn't see me anymore in like a pub or not so much, you know. Try and keep quiet.
Okay, very good. And what did you do on your last birthday?
Last birthday, I was on my own.
Oh,
on tour, yeah, I was on my own. But I'm celebrating actually. It wasn't too long ago, but I'm celebrating in a week's time. Just have a night off, and we're going to Electric Picnic Festival. You know, it's a big festival down there. Yeah. But so I say you wouldn't catch me anywhere noisy, but I'll try. There's music, but there's food and there's loads of different areas. You know, so it's kind of, and it's about 20 minutes from my home. So
perfect. So you can chillax there for a few hours. Excellent. So can you sing the answer to this question for me?
I'll try. That might be that's an answer now to your awkward question there.
What is your favourite song of all time?
I can't sing it because I don't know. I don't know what my favourite song is. There's so many. There's about maybe 5. Okay,
so who would you class as? Who would inspire you? Who would be the artists that inspire you?
I suppose songs that really. I love a song that you could be driving along to make you cry. Like you'd be crying at the wheel, like, and those songs are the best for me.
Well, life is the river. That does it for me. It's one of my favourites of yours. Now, I must say.
It's funny, like, you know, even when I listen to it, and even though I wrote it, which sounds a bit really vain, but like, even when I listen to it, sometimes I'm like,
you well up.
God, that's
that's a beautiful, beautiful song.
Brad Paisley's Whiskey Lullaby is one for me. I think just because of the issues it touches on, like, I mean, alcoholism and people, you know, depression and people splitting up, and it catches everything in like 3 minutes. It's just.
I have to check that one out.
Seriously, that's probably one of my favourites anyway. Yeah.
Oh, very good. So what we're going to do now to finish off, Derek, we're going to do a quick fire round. Okay.
Yep.
So you've got 2 options.
Okay.
And you have to answer them as quickly as you can.
I love this.
Okay.
Lovely.
Bit of fun.
Yeah.
So here we go. Rich tea or ginger nuts?
Oh, rich tea.
Johnny Cash or Alan Jackson?
Johnny Cash. Warm
and cozy or pint down the pub?
I'm verging towards warm and cozy now.
Titanic or Back to the Future? Titanic. CDs or records?
CDs.
Donegal or Ibiza?
Donegal.
Tato North or Tato South?
Was it?
Tato Crisps North?
Oh, Tato. Or
Tato
sorry, your accent. I was like, Tito. What's Tito? Are they different? Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're different companies.
I'm more of a King Crisp man. So
oh, yeah, you're Tato South.
There, yeah.
X Factor or Stuck in the Lift with Justin Bieber?
X Factor.
X Factor, it has to be. High five for that one. Listen, Derek, thank you so much for taking your time out with all our listeners here in Fuse FM. We wish you all the very best.
Thank you very much.
Success with the new album. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I know I'll be one of the first people to buy it, that's for sure.
Thank you.
And I hope to see you again soon here at the Bushtown in Coleraine. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Go.